Hello friend, this is Paper Kitty. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you crafty kitties are doing awesome. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on how I do some of my sequin mixes. And so first I want to show you this beautiful silver star. These are all from BeeBeeCraft. This is the gold star. And then this is like a hot pink star. And then you got the red stars and the blue stars. And so these are fairly like the primary colors, the green stars. And now we start seeing these other. Now I have two of each, but I'm only showing one of each right now. And I just showed you that soft blue or turquoise blue, that green, that yellow, and this is like a really pretty hot pink, iridescent. These are all little bitty hearts, the pink, and then here the purple. So, and in the box that I got, if you look at the video below, you'll see that it's two of each of those vials that I got, those little bottles. So now I'm just showing you some of the stuff that I've got in my stash, and it's just a combination of different things, and many of which I will not use. But, you know, I'm just kind of looking at it to see, you know, what it is that I have, because when you're doing the mixes, what you want to have is a variety of sizes, colors, and textures. And so even though I have a lot of pinks, you know, the different pinks actually matter, the sizes and so forth. I also have this kind of little table scatter, and it's these little hearts. And so I want to try to incorporate that, especially because it is Valentine's coming up. So I wanted to make at least a couple of them that are going to be somewhat Valentine themed. Maybe use those hearts. And so now I'm just looking for some inspiration. I'm trying to see what I have a lot of. And in some cases I've already got a few mixes that are kind of you know, store-bought, and that I might be able to incorporate into my mixes to just kind of customize it further. And now these little hearts are precious. They are hollow, and then they're also the little bits that are from the inside of the, you know, when they cut that little, the hearts in the middle, I guess it leaves that those little bits of the inside, like a little donut hole concept thing, you know what I mean. So what I've got here is this little bitty spoon that I don't even remember where I got it from, but I felt like it was a good size for, you know, just kind of adding, because you don't want to add a whole bunch all at one time. You kind of want to go little by little. One of those little bitty, I would say teaspoon, maybe a little, might even be less than a teaspoon, but, and I think it is, it's probably like a half a teaspoon or something like that. But yeah, you just use a little tiny bit at a time, because you can always add more. You just, it's really hard to take away, especially the tiny sequin. So here, so far, that's what we got. And so now I'm going to be looking at what else I can add to it. Added that BeeBeeCraft hot pink hearts, the little tiny ones, and I really love those little tiny ones because they really do complement a sequence mix. And maybe it's not that difficult to find those little bitty, but I really don't know. I haven't really checked, to be honest with you, so I couldn't tell you. But I know that because of the other sequence that I have, I did not have anything like that, and I do think that it added, you know, more texture, more color, and more pizzazz for sure. So I really enjoyed that. Now I've decided that I want to kind of do kind of a red and pink mix, and so now I'm adding one little bitty spoon of those red stars, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in. And I gotta tell you, I do a lot of these videos at night, and so it is nice to have something plastic versus metal because it can be a little noisy on that glass bowl. But anyway, then I decided, you know, I didn't know if I wanted to go silver or gold. I typically like to go one way or another, but sometimes I do go and use both metallic tones. But in this case, right now, I'm going to go ahead and add one little bit teaspoon of those beautiful silver stars from the BeeBeeCraft product. And I'm really liking how it's starting to look. Now I am going into this little stash of mine, which these are vellum punch outs. I have a few heart punches, and also I had some like pearlized paper that I double-sided, and that way, you know, you can punch out some of your own little scatter, you know, like table scatter or sequin type, if you have small or tiny punches, but you want to make sure that they are double-sided, or that at least the other side is a color you want. So I thought that those vellum hearts would be a nice filler, and also just give it a little softer texture to kind of matte it a bit, because you've got a lot of this bright glittery stuff. Here's the pink BeeBeeCraft little bitty hearts, and now I'm mixing that goodness in there, and it's starting to really have a pretty look here. So I'm really excited about it. So I continue to mix this lovely and delicious mix, and as I am doing that, I'm trying to think, you know, what else I can put in here. I don't have a lot of seed beads, but definitely that is something that I can add. I see these different shades of pink, and I'm considering them. There's like a little bit that I have in this one, and then there's this mix right here that has little bottle, like champagne bottles in gold, and little glasses, little pink champagne glasses. So I think that'll be really cute for Valentine. And then I have this large table scatter, which is large gold bits, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and try the little these right here. I think these are gonna be cute. And some, actually, what I think I end up doing, since I already went with the silver stars, I think I end up just picking out a few of the silver stars, maybe. I think is what I'm picking out. I'm trying to see what it is I'm picking out, because there's a few little silver stars, and I think that is what I'm actually picking out here. And I'm also picking out some of those little pink champagne glasses. So, because they're, you know, this mix is going to be the pink with red and then a little bit of silver. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now I'm going to grab my little spoon here and continue to mix this fun mix. So now I've decided I want to go ahead and add a little bit more of pink, but these are kind of like little flowers, and so they're really cute. They're a nice size. They have a good texture on them, and I'm trying to see if I can show these to you. They are also iridescent, so that's really a nice difference. It really makes a difference when you add either iridescent or non-iridescent. It makes a difference, and having, again, a variety is really what gives it that, I think, that really pretty texture. And so you could see here how it's all starting to come out. I think it's really pretty. I'm trying to make something that's gonna fit properly in these little bags. These are these really amazing iridescent little bags that BeeBeeCraft sent me, and if you look at the previous video, I will link it below so that you can see my unboxing, and also when I make the bead charms. But the iridescent bags were what I was, those small ones were in the back of my mind. I was thinking about using them for this project. And so, yeah, I'm trying to get about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of sequin mix into those bags so that they can be filled nice and full. And so now I'm adding this sequence that I had, and it's kind of I think it has a slight peach pink tint to it. So I think that would be different, and it is different than the little flowers I just put. I know it looks similar, but it is different. And again, because it is a different shape and texture, even though they're both iridescent and have similar color, it just adds to the mix. So I think that came out really cute, but I wanted to have a little bit more, so I remembered I had these little mermaids that are in pink, and I didn't put too many of those because I feel like that's maybe something I want to do more with a summer thing, maybe, I don't know. But and I have already a lot going on this mix, but I just really like those pink mermaids, and because this is a mix with all kinds of different pinks, I just threw, you know, a few little bits in there. And now I am mixing this fun mix here, and I think we're pretty much done with it. So I don't know if you can see it. I hope that it will be fairly easy to see in the video. But then I did remember these tiny little bead seeds that I had that are like in pearl, and also I received from BeeBeeCraft the little beads that I showed in the last video and the video before, and so I will link those there, but the very small ones fit really well. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in this awesome little Ziploc baggie, the iridescent ones that I got from BeeBeeCraft that are the perfect size. So here I'm going to fast forward this video so that we can get to see how I do several of these mixes. And so you see here that I am using the tablespoon, and then my paint brush. It's just an old paintbrush and a coffee filter, and that does help me with putting these in the little baggies. And I love the way this first Valentine one came out. So here she is in all of her glory. And I do plan on doing another one that is Valentine, but it will be a little bit different. You'll see. So now I'm using this mix again that had the little champagne bottles and the little champagne glasses, and so I am putting that into this. The last one I only had the little glass, the champagne glasses, and this one has the little bottles, and so that's a little bit different. This one is having a combination or coordinating a little bit of red and a little bit of purple and just a little bit of like a pink that has a little bit more of a purple tone to it. And so that's what's happening with this mix. And I am adding a little bit of that chunky purple sequin that I had already in my stash. And so that is, I think, going to turn out really pretty. Really loving that. So I will be showing you a few more mixes. So hang tight. And but let me go ahead and add just a smidgen more of this tiny little beautiful hearts that are these tiny little, it's kind of an iridescent little periwinkle kind of purple, and so that's just making that look really pretty. Really loving that mix there. Also a Valentine mix. So I'm gonna probably go back to putting a little bit of music as I show you what I'm doing. Okay, so then I realized that I did not put enough, and so I'm gonna probably be putting this back into this mixing bowl because I definitely feel like it needs to have something more, but I just really don't know what. I'm thinking I'm going to add a little bit more silver, and I do try to kind of add it directly to the bag, but I do end up kind of spilling some everywhere, and so I don't recommend doing that. Like I said, I end up, putting it back in the bowl and getting a better mix out of it. But I absolutely love this mix. It has got some of that purple, those stars, and it's just got like a little bit of a purple tone with a little bit of like a navy blue here that I'm adding, and some silver, and of course the little BeeBeeCraft tiny little hearts that are like in a periwinkle purple. And I just absolutely love this mix. I feel like it should be called Midnight, or something like Midnight Stars. So anyway, I thought that was just really dreamy. So loving that. So here you see that I am adding this beautiful baby blue, the little tiny hearts from BeeBeeCraft, and I'm mixing them with the little blue confetti, which are the hearts, and just those beautiful mixes of blues, adding more of the BeeBeeCraft stars, these little royal blue, beautiful color here as well. These are the stars. And so I'm adding that to the mix, and in good humor with Valentine's, this mix is called Heartache because it's full of blue hearts. And again, going along with the Valentine theme, I think it's very fun. And so, yeah, I'm going to be adding some of this chunky glitter that I mean sequins. And I have them in the 3 different sizes from my stash, the small, medium, and large. And so I'm adding that. And I continue watching because I think it turns out really cute.
Stop to see you cry. I never listen to your tears and praise. Oh no, I never stop to see you try. I never listen to the words you say. Oh no, I never look
So this one is called Envy because I found all these green little hearts, and so I thought that was appropriate. And I absolutely love the combination of colors and textures with those little green pom-poms, and definitely loving the way that the BeeBeeCraft sequence mix, or whatever I guess you want to call it, because it's kind of like a little scatter, but they're really tiny. And besides adding it to sequence mix, I believe they're also used for doing nails. So that seems like a fun project. But anyway, I'm going to continue with a couple more, and yeah, enjoy. So this one is looking a lot like snow, and I actually don't have any of the snowflakes, but I do now, and so I am gonna go ahead and probably throw those in there because to me that looks like a beautiful winter wonderland. Now this is a large one of those Ziploc bags that are the iridescent kind of holographic. I was able to put a large embellishment and a medium one. And then I just put this cute little tag on the top, and voila, we are done with the packaging. So very versatile, very easy. This is a medium bag, and it has really cool also on the top of these bags, that little punched hole, and you can hang stuff from it, so that just makes it again really easy for packaging and making it look really cute. And I even dangled something like a card. Now this one here is that beautiful midnight dream, and then this is that envy, which is the green hearts in honor of Valentine's Day coming up. And then this beautiful Valentine mix that has the pink with a little bit of red and some white. And then you got this other one that's got a mixture of a little bit of pink, a little bit of red, but then you've got a little bit of purple in there. And so I'm loving those. And then this sweet little blue heart ache, because it's got those little blue hearts in there, and I thought that was really adorable. Be sure, and if you like this video, to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you would like to subscribe, be sure and hit the subscribe button. Love you so much. Love you so much. See you in the next one. Bye now.